Hello everyone, it's Walter Chipambwa here and Evelyn Chikwanya. We are presenting on design communication, mainly looking at physical mood boards and digital mood boards. We did a study on fashion design students, and a mood board is one of the key things that one needs to have when they're designing a product. So as an introduction, we say that our creatives strive to make their work instantly recognizable and distinguishable through mood boards. How they do this, they can do it through the physical mood boards or the digital mood boards. But then, because of the technological advances and the COVID-19 pandemic, which has affected the way we learn and the way we do our jobs, the creatives, you'd find that they are much more now on the digital platforms where they share ideas, their design aspirations or inspirations of the products that they want to make. So you'd find that the graphic skills now, they are becoming much more important in all the areas of design, be it graphic design, interior design, fashion design, and product design. So a mood board can be developed either way, physically or digitally. So in this study, we're looking at fashion designers and their perspectives as to their experience in making a mood board and what is it that they see as the important part or the key strengths of making a mood board or a physical or a digital mood board or a physical mood board. So you'd find that students at college or at university, they are taught all the processes, the design processes, the design thinking process, the graphic design skills, so that they can develop their brands as fashion design students. So from there, we are saying they need to have a complementary, a full package of their product, which they can now say at the end of their final year in university or college, they can present their fashion design theme or project, and then which they can launch their brands. They can give us a theme of their fashion consciousness, and then they can share this with their other friends. So in some texts, we should also make it clear at this point that mood boards, they are sometimes referred to also as inspiration board, because a mood board just tells us the mood in which the designer was working in, and the inspiration board is something which inspired you. What inspired you? Was it nature? Was it architecture? Or was it like any other product which you find in life that you interact with? So the thrust of our study, we're looking at fashion design students, and we're looking at their experiences and their preferences to say what would they prefer after going through the journey. So we gave them a problem which they worked on as a team. The whole team, they worked on this project so that each and every one of them can have an experience and then be able to evaluate their experience on the problem which they have done. So the problem was the same for all the students, and the task they had to do was to accomplish a physical mood board and a digital mood board. So the participants were then asked to evaluate the process. What was their experience? What did they learn from the process? And what was easy for them? And what were the key learning points or the tenets? So the key outcomes of the study was on the issue of construction time. The physical mood board, they take a lot of time vis-a-vis the digital mood board. Viewer engagement, you would find that most of the students, they highlighted that physical mood boards, they are highly engaging, unlike when you compare with the digital mood boards. And the resources required for a physical mood board, you need to collect things, the actual things like stones, you need to collect leaves, you need to collect fabric trimmings, you need to collect sticks to make up a real life mood board, because you need to give it some life. But when you're making a digital mood board, you would find that you are just working with the software. You're not working with anything else. It's just the software, and then you present. Then in terms of the creativity, this study shows that physical mood boards, they are very effective in terms of getting the creativity out of the student, because creativity is inborn. Because you need to give somebody who can be creative to come up with an innovation. That's the whole concept of design. For the digital mood boards, this is highly dependent on the person's graphic skills. So you would find that it depends on the software, whether they are using the SolidWorks, Figma, Autodesk, CorelDRAW, Adobe Suite, or Illustrator. You would find that when making a digital mood board, one has to have these skills. They need to be very proficient in this software. So Effectiveness in communication is one of the key outcomes. We found out that from the study with the students, they view that the physical mood board, they are much more effective in selling their idea to the audience or to whoever is looking at the product, unlike as compared to the digital mood boards. But the digital mood boards, they've got an upper hand when it comes to communication with somebody who is geographically distant, like somebody who is not in the same city where somebody is. And on the concept of sustainability, we say that the physical mood boards, they promote the concept of reuse and recycle, because you take waste material and you take other material to make up your mood board. But then for the digital mood boards, it's not like that. So in conclusion, we say mood boards they are important in the design industry, and in fashion they can assist in communication of the design. But the physical mood boards, they are more expressive as they are more detailed, which brings to the fact that a lot of people say they would prefer having the physical mood boards because they can actually follow the fashion trend easily without having to ask the designer. But the digital mood boards, in terms of time, they take less time. Thus, they are much more preferable when somebody wants to do something quickly and then present it to class or to an audience or to some fashion buyers. So, as a concluding remark, we say that mood boards are qualitative in nature and they are important in visualizing the design idea, and they play a key role in developing the students' creative thinking process, which is what is important in the design industry and in the creative industry side. With that, that's our presentation on the mood boards. We hope we are going to develop it into something more, or try to learn more on what other things can be done on the issue of information boards, mood boards, and theme boards and storyboards. Thank you.